All right, let's talk Baz Luhrmann's The Great Gatsby. A true spectacle, but how does it handle the book?
So, how do you film a book that's all about the words? Well, Luhrmann's answer was bold and controversial.
Let's break down the big creative swings he took. They really changed the entire feel of the story.
First up, Nick Carraway's narration. How do you possibly get that prose onto the screen? Luhrmann's solution? He puts Nick in a sanitarium, where a doctor tells him to write it all down. So the whole film becomes this written memory with words literally floating on screen. It's kind of brilliant. And this creates this amazing tension. You're in Gatsby's world, but also watching Nick process it all. Okay, his next big choice, redefining what it even means to be faithful to the original book. Take the ending. He cuts Gatsby's father completely. Now it's a romantic tragedy, not a social one. And the music. He swapped out 20s jazz for hip-hop. This is a concept called eventual fidelity. The point wasn't to copy the sound, but to recreate the shock that jazz delivered back then. Choice number 3 is a big one. He makes the characters, especially Gatsby, way more sympathetic. In the book, Gatsby is pretty shady, right? An architect of his own delusion and corruption. But DiCaprio's Gatsby? He's this dreamy, vulnerable guy, more of a beautiful casualty than a con man. And Daisy gets a similar treatment. The film really softens the book's tough take on her character. See, in the novel, her carelessness is the whole point. It's a critique of the empty upper class. But the movie paints her as this tragic, trapped victim, which makes Gatsby's obsession more believable. So, all these choices push the story towards feeling overthinking. It becomes this epic, doomed love story. And of course, there's Lunar Erm's signature style. It's just total sensory overload, even using 3D. The style is critiquing all that excess. But at the same time, it kind of seduces you. We're part of it. You gotta remember, this came out after the 2008 crash. It really reframes the American dream for us. So that green light isn't a real goal anymore. It's more like this beautiful digital illusion we chase. And here's the key. The movie knows the dream is fake, but man, it just can't resist how beautiful the lie is. Which leaves us with a really modern question. Can you actually critique something when it looks this good?